Over the last 15 to 20 years, boards have been being told that they need to get more engaged with the strategies of their organisation. And many of them have failed to do so in a significant way. And in fact, recent academic research shows that there is a high degree of frustration amongst directors about their lack of engagement with strategy and the amount of time that the board spends on strategic issues. So how does a board get more engaged in strategy? It's actually a difficult question. Boards are not constituted to engage effectively in strategy. A one-day off-site once a year really isn't going to cut it as far as developing a strategy. It barely cuts it as far as understanding the strategy that's been put together by the executive. It allows them to question it lightly. And again, there is frustration there amongst the practitioners themselves. But interestingly, over the 15 or 20 years, the nature of strategy has changed. 20 years ago, you were operating on a 5 and 10-year strategy and expected to see it out through to completion. And through that time, it became a 5-year strategy and then a 3-year strategy and a 3-year strategy with a rolling 18-month window and then an 18-month strategy, and now it's kind of a 1-year action list that you expect to change on the way through. There is a greater degree of volatility in our markets and in our business behaviours. We have increased our agility significantly, but you're not yet far enough and not yet enough to match the level of volatility in the market. So there needs to be a new approach to strategy. There needs to be an approach which allows boards to engage with the volatile strategies that our businesses need to engage in. Strategy in the global digital economy has a different meaning in a different context. It has a different shape. It is largely, when done effectively, delegated deep into the organisation, but yet needs to maintain visibility and control and strategic direction and assurance of the value of the investment being made at the board. There are advantage mechanisms for doing this, and the most effective companies are doing this very well. It's an area that needs great attention to ensure that our boards are engaging with strategy and engaging in a way that is appropriate for the global digital economy and the volatility we face.